Yeah. At the second that I go, oh, let's go live for the fun of it. Raimondo arrives as if by magic.
Shit, so I heard my ears ring and I jumped in.
He had to make sure we weren't modding.
Yeah. How are you, chaps?
What's up with your cousins in Florida, man?
Hey, that is not me. My cousins are down. My family's in Alabama and
what's this
Louisiana.
all about? What cousins and what's going on?
Oh God.
Who did what and what did where in Florida?
Howdy doody time.
Howdy doody, Lee. How are you?
Howdy doody time.
Are we live?
We are live. We are live.
Hell, you guys gotta let me know.
Well, you weren't here, mate, were you?
Mean, you're dressed. We figured since you're dressed, we could just go live. I mean,
yeah, just put your buttons on.
Oh my God.
Nobody cares. We weren't here. I said, what do you reckon, Aaron? Should we just go live? And yeah, let's do it. And literally, as I pressed live, you popped up in the green room.
Great. Don't say nothing. We're live.
Yo, it's all we don't mind. Anyway, you were only asking about Florida. I'm guessing it's nice and sunny and people are on the beach.
I got up this morning. I'm in Minnesota. It's 46 degrees outside. That's not supposed to be a thing in September for me.
Wow.
I was like
46 degrees. That's hot, isn't it?
No, that's cold.
Oh, that's cold, isn't it? I'm thinking.
Whatever, man. I'm not. I think it was about
90.
I think it was about 90 degrees, which is hot out here, folks.
Yeah. SF. But you're not literally down in the town of SF, are you, Ray? Or you?
No. It's down the freeway.
So you don't get that whole misty stuff that they get.
Well, I forget that literally.
No, America I hated that. I did used to manage a property, and it was foggy. Like Pacifica is nothing but fog. Like fog.
Yeah, but it gets like that, doesn't it?
Ray, they're calling it Ninja Guy. Said this is totally Ninja Guy.
And Ray's a dum-dum.
Let me tell you something, guys. Please be careful. I did a chat last night. Really, this is crazy. But I did a stream last night. In my chat, I had some trolls that came. So shout out to Cloud Gaming Dad and David. They were deleting the trolls. So then I had my good friend Mr. Paul came in the chat. Hey, Paul came. Ray, make me a chat. I said, oh, Paul, thanks, man. I could use your help. I'm gonna make you a chat. Then I had my good friend, shout out to Chariot Man Gaming. Ray, make me a chat too. And I'm like, all right, man. Make me a mod. I made him a mod. So then I started seeing some of my people getting banned in my chat. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And found out that those guys that jumped in the chat were not Chariot Man Gaming, not Paul, but somebody that actually used the logo and used their name to do that.
Though, isn't it? I mean,
trolls are getting creative. Trolls are getting creative.
I know you got to give them props for They get an A for creativity, but that's about it.
But it's nasty creativity. We don't want it. Don't you go picking on my man Ray.
But you know what, guys? If you ain't being hated, then you're not doing something. So, hey, shout out to my haters.
I was reading. I saw Chariot Man's tweet, and he was like, well, I must be doing something right if we're getting attacked. I'm like, well, that's how you know you hit the big time.
And two really nice guys as well.
So the guy said, it's me, it's Chariot Man. I said, all right, Chariot Man, what state do you live in? You know what it
said? A terrible state. I need to clean the place up.
Have you ever seen the movie Thing, where you had the alien imposter? It was an imposter. Yes. So I got to line up everybody, and I got to check their blood, and I got to see who.
It's not really
because I don't know. I don't know who the hell is still in my chat.
I've done a reasonable job of cloning Rokk, but I couldn't get the beard out quick enough.
Yeah.
So you got barefaced babyface.
Today. Maker Chaos got banned because he was suspicious. He's like, it's really me. It's really me.
Oh, it's
so you're gonna have to do you're gonna have to get your channel once you hit 1,000. You're gonna have to do member only streams and make sure have that bouncer standing there. All right, are you? Let me check your statistics here. Come here. Next.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, your name's not on the list. You're not coming in. Get out of it. Have you had 2 jabs and a COVID test today? You're not coming in the chat. Get out.
I'm disappointed though. Everybody else, it's weird because I'm waiting for someone to do.
Don't open your mouth. Don't open.
I know.
Let me stop. You're gonna open your mouth, and they're gonna open your mouth. They're gonna come after your butt. So,
do you know? I do feel a bit left out. I said this on Sunday when Ray and I were on Cloud Gaming Extreme. It's great fun. And afterwards, Ace said, how do you guys cope with all the toxicity and stuff? And I'm like, I don't get any. I don't understand. I'm missing out.
You know what?
Everybody's lovely in my chat.
It's your voice. We love
exactly.
Voice.
But for me, I think it's
to that beautiful.
I think because I came across as nuts and I act that way in my games. Like they don't. Maybe.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you came across?
No, I am.
Came across. You are nuts. You're loony.
He does a plausible job of not looking insane.
I'm wondering if that's the reason nobody goes after me is because they're concerned.
It's possible
that I might lose it.
It's possible. Now listen, I just had a little birdie just popped in through the window, tweeted at me, and said that John's going to be here, but he's going to be a few minutes late. So we'll roll
that
VT.
Always with John?
Yeah, he does. This is the trouble when you're in the media. You see, Aaron?
Well, he does have to fight off the paparazzi. I hear. So now Ray's getting attacked.
Hey, listen, he actually has a whole bevy of Lady Gagas outside his door. That's why he don't get them paparazzi that she gets. He gets the Gagas coming out. Tell you.
Have you guys played Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Not recently. I played a few minutes of it in the past.
I'm like the safest driver ever, Victor. What are you talking about?
That is oh my god! I'm so in love with this port. That is a really wonderful game that was ported.
They're doing a good job of porting it, right?
It is amazing.
I haven't tried it on Stadia yet.
60 frames per second.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
I haven't tried it on Stadia, but I've watched people streaming it, and it looks fantastic.
Shut up, I1's hating on me.
He's all right. I've been playing the other one that I think Holtz recommended it. The remastered 3 that's set in the American Revolution, because that period fascinates me. So
I love that. That one's another one of my favorites.
Yeah,
that was my favorite subject in school was history. I love.
But I feel weird. Like I need to time it. For me to play Assassin's Creed 3, I feel awkward playing that because if I played it, Paul. Well, because then, if I get all the the UK guys coming in, I feel bad if I'm like stabbing all the
Well, we weren't there, mate. Well, I may have been, but that's beside the point.
It's history, man. That's what happened.
Yeah, we've all upset somebody at some point in history, haven't we? There's not a country that's innocent of that.
I'm waiting for the boycott of Vets Jail when they see me running around like not doing any missions, but just bayoneting redcoats.
Yeah, there's a different breed of English. They don't exist anymore. Now they're just no, we don't want to go there.
We don't want to dive into that.
How did it suddenly get political? Listen, it's 10 to 5, 10 to 11, and 10 to 9.
Do we think that we'll get something on time this time?
What's our rate so far? Is it about 1 in 5 in 10?
Don't jinx. We actually got
I'm thinking there isn't really anything going on though. I know Microsoft's got an event coming up, not today. Well, no, I meant like other stuff. Like Apple already had their event. Microsoft's got their Surface event where they're going to show off the Surface Pro 8, the Surface Duo 2.
We're going to get some Animal Royal information today, I think.
Ooh.
I think we're going to get.
Are you thinking another stealth drop then, Ray?
Yeah.
I can see it. I don't know. They've been pretty sneaky with all the stealth drops lately.
I did. Dude, they've been on Twitter. They've been asking a lot of questions on Twitter.
But you know what, though? The sad thing is when they stealth drop, you still see people complain. Like, I'm just like, I don't see them complaining on the top. Maybe I follow too many people. But
you know what, Rob? You've been too busy playing Destiny too. That's why.
There is that.
If that happens, I will pay everybody $50 because that ain't going to happen.
What? Hang on. What did he just say he's going to pay $50 for? I missed that. What was it? What have I got to do?
If Mafia drops on Stadia.
Oh, yeah. No, that ain't
Mafia will show, guys, Mafia will show up on Stadia when NBA 2K22 shows up.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think we're going to get any pre-notice of October's pro games till next Tuesday.
Right.
Because, of course, that's not till Friday is the 1st of October. So I doubt we're going to get any. We might do. but it's unlikely. I doubt we're going to get any of that today. But there is still time for a stealth drop. Of course, what typically happens, Ray, is that it drops before they actually announce it. So usually our amazing eagle-eyed buddies in the chat pop in and say, just noticed this.
They're usually the one. They do a better job of looking for stuff than we do.
Yeah, they do. Well, we're just playing, aren't they? They're professionals.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to play goof around.
Still don't know if stealth drops create enough publicity or buzz, though, which is something an emerging platform always needs.
Yeah, that's a solid point. It's a solid point. Should we address it after the VT? Should we run the titles and then we'll come back and we'll address MJ Parks? Let's do it, shall we?
Let's do that.
Let's press the button. Here it comes. And we're officially live.
What up?
Good day, happy Tuesday to us. Oh, hang on, I'm not allowed to sing that. That would get me taken off. There was a time when you could, but I believe it's now owned by somebody with a lot of money. So I was, ignore the little tune. How are you, chaps?
Doing pretty good.
Great.
Well, you look amazing, I have to say.
I mean, I even cleaned up my house before the show.
Your house looks great. I mean, you've got your pot plants are happy.
Yeah.
All looking good. Looking good. Ray's got that amazing. See, I love the perspective on Ray's TV. It sort of disappears off into the distance.
Yeah.
See, it's like an art school lesson there.
He's got that, and then on the other side, he's got his mood light.
He's got his little. I think he's nicked that from Bad Boys, the set of Bad Boys. Look at it, look. Chaps, how's your week been?
Been good.
Hey, awesome.
Gaming, and more gaming.
Of course, wouldn't expect anything else. Raymundo, you've been what? SF.
My team is 2-0.
Right.
2-0. The San Francisco 49ers is 2-0.
Wow. 2-0 what?
They haven't been defeated.
I don't know nothing about sports. What are you telling me? They've won 2 and they haven't lost any. Is that what you said?
Dismal said, "Good morning from the real Dismal Gaming," and then Lukey, "Will the Dismal Gaming please?"
I'm Spartacus. Look what you've started, Ray.
Don't troll started that. I didn't start that.
Troll Master General.
Is it bad that when I read Lukey's message? Is it bad when I read Lukey's message? I heard the song in my head though, and it was not synced.
Yeah, bit of an Eminem thing going on.
Yeah, I don't want to say it because we don't need flags.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. When we sing, it's so off tune that no bot would be able to work out what it was.
Yeah, YouTube would just be like, you know what? Just let that pass. That was
exactly.
That was awful.
Exactly. So what are we? It's the 21st of September.
Is it really?
We've got one more Tuesday until it's the 1st of October, where we obviously get the pro games. So we don't expect today to get any news on the October pro games. But Ray has a theory. Ray, what's your theory?
I think we're gonna get something about Animal Royal. I think we're gonna get some information on that. I hope.
You're thinking stealth drop before the end of the month.
Possible.
He's winding
He's
winding it back. He was all over that just now.
Google Stadia has been really active on Twitter, asking questions. And, what's your favorite game?
They've been very active.
All this stuff, and
a
lot of people have been participating, and so yeah.
Actually, I have to say, and props to Stadia.
I almost said Animal Crossing, Lukey. That's why I was getting ready to say Animal Crossing. I was.
Animal.
Damn it, Lukey, you're smart.
You would have started all kinds. You would have started a trend on Twitter for that one. Nintendo and Google.
Yeah, would have been amazing, wouldn't it? Aaron was excited. He thought you were going to say animal shooting or animal stuffing. Either of them.
I tried that game though. I did try it with Link and Ashes. No, the Super Animal Royale. I am awful at it. And one would think I would enjoy. I didn't really do much. They have an emu that you can ride around and just kill people with. So that's literally all I did in the game. And I think I irritated Link more than anything.
Sorry, Loki.
You would ask Ashes, he's like, "Where's Vet? He's somewhere."
I'm waiting to play it on Stadia. I mean, I could play it on my PlayStation 5, but waiting to try it on Stadia.
It's 64. Is it 64 folk in it as per PUBG and all the other sort of royales?
I think so.
Like
somebody in the chat, look it up for us.
Yeah. Well, let's pretend it is 64 little cute animals running around with machine guns. It is without a shadow of a doubt.
Guns. I mean, what more could you want?
Dream.
You know what is one of the coolest features I saw on Assassin's Creed Black Flag? If you go up to a group of ladies and you pay them, they can follow you around. You know
what? Was that all you get for your money in Black Flag?
I think if you,
guys are talking about anybody doing
150. You pay 150, you can get like 4 or 5 girls to follow you around.
I got $10. What do I get? We'll follow you around for a bit,
folks,
mate.
If you're in the chat and you're new to the show, we are talking about a video game, I promise. This is not the after party show.
That game, wow. Oh my God, that game looks so beautiful. Oh my God. It looks better than some of the games that came out this year. You know, the game is an older game. It is an amazing port. It's an amazing port. Love it.
It has to be said, Ubisoft do a cracking job of porting to Stadia.
They do.
They do. They're one of the best.
Porting, how well they do with porting, to me, they're the gold standard when it comes to porting games. Like, that is what you have to make it.
Yeah. I agree. Aaron's getting distracted by the chat. Let's bring in the voice of wisdom. There he is. Look at that.
The voice of wisdom.
How are you, John?
Good. Busy as always. Tuesdays, for some reason, these last couple of weeks always seem to be like the I don't know. Busy day. Yeah, for whatever reason. But
I think we should tell the chat the reality, John, of why you're always late on Tuesday. It's because John actually negotiates with Stadia to ensure they drop the blog on time. But as you've probably told, his negotiating skills ain't great.
Well, I thought it was I thought it was more he was playing Stadia and he loses track of time.
Yeah, there is that.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Yeah, we can go with that, right?
He's actually stock taking his massive cupboard of giveaways. He's got to go through the ledger, make sure that all the stock's there. Well, guys, listen. Have you had a good Stadia gaming week since we all came together last Tuesday? John, what have you been up to?
Oh boy! Well, aside from Darksiders 3 and Assassin's Creed, some more of Merrick's Market. Been playing that and practicing up on Ember. Have a stream coming this Saturday with it. It's going to be launching across different platforms this week, and they're going to have crossplay as well. So I thought that would be a fun stream to do, crossplay.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah. And you've also what's the game that's coming out? Everyone's raving about. I know you've been doing some review stuff on it as well. It begins with a C or a K. I forget now. Cantana or Kanata or
Canna?
Canna. Oh, I was almost there.
Canna? Yeah, there's coming out for
I know it's embargoed, so you can't say a great deal, but I know you've got a review of that coming up shortly, I hope. Just say
Or maybe
yeah. We'll move on swiftly, and I'll cut it in the edit, mate. It'll all be good. Aaron, what have you been playing this last week? I bet you've been playing that new game, Canna. Everyone's playing it apparently.
No, I actually haven't. I did. I've been diving into Splinter Cell Blacklist on GeForce Now, and then Friday I did 6 hours of this game that I cannot stand, Siege, on Stadia. I get sucked into it, and everybody invites me, and I can't say no.
That happened for Ray on Black Flag.
we got a post, guys. We have a post.
Oh, do we?
Yes,
we?
Yes.
Wow, the chat didn't even
Blimey,
remind us
you're
this time.
right. Yeah, I haven't even bothered to line it up because that's the kind of guy I am. Let's pull it in and have a look.
Where's the chat? Tell it and remind us these things. God, they're slacking.
They used to, didn't they? They used to be on the money. We have a new blog this week on Stadia. New add-on content for Streets of Rage. Let me just make this bigger and get rid of my lovely chat folk. In fact, I'll come back and say hi to you guys in a minute as well. So, what have we got? Pictures of Mr. X Nightmare Streets of Rage 4. And Elder Scrolls, Gates of Oblivion. So the fight continues in Wood Oak City. No, Ray, get down. After the events of Streets of Rage 4, our heroes wanted to prepare themselves for future threats. With the Mr. X Nightmare add-on content, you'll find 3 new playable characters, a new survival mode with weekly challenges, and new weapons and enemies. Plus, you now have the ability to customize your character to build your own unique fighting style with new moves. Don't forget, there's 0 waiting time for downloads and updates on Stadia. That's a fact. Not a lot of people know that, actually. It's worth repeating. Find it all on the Stadia store now for $6.99. That's a flipping bargain.
Wow, that's... Yeah.
Streets of Rage 4 for, what's that, £5 or something in English money. And then tune in to the year-end stream, October the 1st, 2021. Gates of Oblivion. Look, they just started the car up. Because, of course, the Gates of Oblivion is powered by petrol. You may not know this. Gates of Oblivion year-end stream. Tune in to learn about the upcoming Elder Scrolls Online Deadlands DLC and get an exclusive look at the fiery conclusion to the year-long saga. There will also be exciting announcements, details on upcoming in-game activities and surprises. Watch on YouTube, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, October. That's October 1, or for the rest of the world, 1st of October. And that's it for this week. Follow us on all the usual places. Da-dee-dee-dee-dee. There you go. I can't believe it was a year ago that the Elder Scrolls Online Gates of Oblivion thing launched.
Wow.
Yeah, where's...
But then I'd struggle to believe it's butter. So, that's just who I am. Chaps, what has turned you on or not at all in this week on Stadia? Aaron, are you into Streets of Rage? Are you a Streets of Rage man?
Never played it.
What?
I've never played it. It's one of the few that I've never played. And I typically tried most things. I had never played this one.
Well, it's about people in a street and they're really upset. In fact, they're raging. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, so I mean, it literally sounds like it's Vets of Rage.
Here they come. Good sound effects as well. You can hear this sort of like children.
Yeah. This would be your perfect game, right?
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah. Oh,
let all your anger out.
On fire.
Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, it would be a great Aaron game. So this is
look at those cool characters.
Oakwood City Limits. This is the new DLC, apparently.
DLC, yeah. So this DLC, the little backstory on this is, this DLC came out the same time that Streets of Rage 4 was released for Stadia. And there was a big uproar because the Stadia, we didn't get the DLC for Streets of Rage 4 when it launched as well. Right. So I know I did see a couple of tweets, people asking the .emu, the developer of it, we're going to get the DLC for Streets of Rage 4, and I said, well, we don't know. We might do it. We did get one of the DLC contained a new character. We did get that new character. We got like a little bit of the DLC that was included in Streets of Rage 4, but we didn't get everything. And so, now we're getting those fighters, the moves, the weapons, and music, and all that other awesome. Good stuff here. Yeah. Yep.
And Ray, this is a kind of game you would play, isn't it?
Well, actually, me and my son, because my son's always on playing Fortnite, but this was something that we actually played together, father and son, and we beat the game. It was really fun. I was telling them stories when I used to play the old Streets of Rage games, and it's a really beautiful game. So might have to go back and play it with the new characters.
This is it was originally a video console game, wasn't it? You know, a box job in the arcade.
No, the Streets of Rage series originally came out for Sega Genesis / Mega Drive.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then now this is the Streets of Rage 3. It's been years, like a long time since the last Streets of Rage. So this is like another developer got the rights from Sega and are brought it back to a modern with these updated graphics, and it's a whole new game and everything. So it's that classic beat 'em up Final Fight style, type of game that we liked in the arcades way back when. So like Ray said, it
proper retro stuff as well.
Yeah. And you can have up to 4-player local multiplayer or 2-player online as well. So just a great game to de-stress and take your anger out on the enemies on the screen. Throw them around, knives.
They got some giant bosses too. They got some giant bosses in the game to take out.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Like Double Dragon, those old games like that as well.
Yeah.
Now this is there now. Am I correct? Did they say that it is there? It is currently on the store, or
that's what it says.
Yeah, because it just says find it on the store now for $6.99. So yeah, that is there now.
Yep.
How much is the actual base game?
$24.99.
Okay.
I mean, that's not a bad price.
No, not a bad price at all.
Yeah.
Particularly if you like that kind of a game. It's as you know, most games aren't my kind of game. I would have just cut to the chase, really, didn't I, and say not my kind of game. But I do appreciate the fact that it is. It's a great looking game, and it's great that they've kind of doubled back and brought that DLC to Stadia as well, which is awesome news.
And you know what, guys? There's a lot of people that say, this is not my type of game. But I do remember there was a game called Figment, and I said that is definitely not my type of game. But guess what?
I said that.
I played it.
Yeah.
I was blown away. And so there's games you'll look, man. Once you start, you pick up your controller and you start playing it.
Yeah. There are a lot of games on Stadia that are like that, though. That when you see them get released, you're like, oh no, I'm never going to play that. You try it out and you get hooked on it. And I've had that happen. There are lots of games one would not think that I would play, and I enjoy them.
I mean, I told stories to my son when I was your age. I used to play Streets of Rage 1 and 2, and we used to have Electric Game Monthly, and we would pull out the pages because you had maps of what character was going to pop on the screen. So it's like, hey, the boss is coming up here in the corner. This guy's coming this way. That's how, we didn't have the internet and we didn't have all these websites. We had to use books and read to figure out how to beat the bosses and stuff in the enemies.
Yeah. You saying Streets of Rage 1 was out when you were your son's age? That was like 1940 or something. What are you talking about?
Can we move on and talk about Gates of Oblivion?
Gates of Oblivion. Who amongst my handsome crew here are fans of the Elder Scrolls? Then come on, put your hands up. Let's see a show of hands. Ray, you know what, mate? You are literally my opposite. You love every game, don't you? Let's be honest.
I love games.
You just love games. I'm taking it, John and Aaron. You're not big fans of.
I've tried to get into it. I've played it a couple of times, and I can't get into that one. That's just there are games that I will still try, and I can't. It doesn't work for me, and this is one of them. I just never got into it fully.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? On paper, it's so far up my boulevard, but when I did play it for a while. I played it for a few days to try and give it a fair crack, and it just didn't bite for me, and I'm really not sure why. Because it's a little bit like New World, which of course is coming out in the next few days, next week.
And that's my new MMO love.
Mate, we loved it, Ray, didn't we?
Elder Scrolls, and I love Elder Scrolls. I go way back, but this new world,
way back.
Oh,
But it has a massive fan base. Let's not knock it.
No, it does. It definitely does.
And just so you know, and kudos to them. They do send DLCs. They have events. I buy the cute little pets. I got a little baby panther. You know.
So they say.
You walked into that one.
Whatever. Hey, let me tell you something. I bought a castle in Elder Scrolls. I got me a zombie butler, and I got a swimming pool of blood in my
wow.
Pretty cool add-ons.
Yeah, but it ticks boxes, but for some reason, and I've never put my finger on it, it just didn't bite for me. But hey ho, it's coming up to the end of this year's worth of whatever that was, Gates of Oblivion. Do we know what's next for Elder Scrolls? I mean, it's Bethesda, isn't it? And we know that Bethesda is, of course, now Microsoft. Are we likely to see the game disappear from Stadia? Do you think?
Of course not. Of course not.
Just because it's Microsoft, I don't see that. We got to remember, Microsoft. This is the new Microsoft. The old Microsoft with the Bill Gates Microsoft would never have done this, allowed these things. But the new Microsoft and I was never really a huge fan of him. Yeah. Of Nadella. Only
don't get us cut off. Don't get us cut off, man.
No, I was not a fan because he killed my. Sorry, but he killed my Windows Phone. That was the only thing. What? I love what he has done with. I love what he has done with the gaming stuff.
Well, because it was you were the only one with one, mate. It's market forces.
I'm just saying, but what I'm getting at is I love the openness that Microsoft has turned into. That is it. So I don't. Microsoft wants their products everywhere. I don't see them pulling a game off a platform because they're going to make money off of it. That's what they want their games, their stuff everywhere, accessible by everyone. So this is no different.
Even Sony's doing PC games. I mean, it's like, you know, let's throw some of those exclusives out there and let people play and share them.
Yeah. You do make an interesting point, though, Aaron. I'm not so sure that it was as Gates as it was Bulmer, though.
Right.
I mean, he was, well, he obviously, bless him, R.I.P. and all that stuff. He's not with us anymore to defend himself. But I always kind of got the impression that he was the one that was more protectionist. Because, of course, Gates worked with
But what I was just getting at was that it was more, the old Microsoft was not as open to anything, whether it was Windows stuff or it was gaming in general, but more along the lines of how they've changed.
Yeah.
And now you want a Microsoft thing, you can get it anywhere you want. So it's going to be the same with their gaming and with the X.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree, and I think we're in a world now where all that stuff, it's been proved it doesn't work. You can't just pull down the shutters and expect people to stay, because there's no barrier for us to play wherever we want and on whatever we want and with whomever we want, and that's the really important thing, I think. Good evening to you, Duncan. Thank you for popping in. Good to see you, my friend. And Anthony as well. In fact, while we're saying hello to all these...
He's gonna love that Streets of Rage.
Yeah, he's all over
Jeff
this,
our show.
Totally, yeah. Let's just say hi to a few of the amazing people, actually, that have graced us with their presence. So, Raven Anime, thank you so much, my friend. MJ Parks, One to Escape. I'm going to rattle through these. And now your mama knows. What is it, by the way, Ray? What was it that your mama knew? I've never worked out what it was.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something, but I can only tell you after the show off the air what his mama knows.
Okay, fair point.
Now, right? Yeah.
Chris Torres, good to see you. Dave Codex, you gem you. Jeff has joined us from Canada. Troller of Ray. Patrick's what he says.
Madden fan extraordinaire.
Yeah. And
don't get him started.
my destiny partner in crime. I won. He pronounces it differently. I was in a raid with him, and his buddies were calling him John. And I'm thinking, well, in what world can you see I won as the word John? Others he was Ivan, Ewan. I don't know. I'm thinking John's probably a good shout, to be fair. Scooterama. Who else have we got here? Mr. Bayram plays Hey Paul. Of course, Lee. We said hi earlier. Oh, hello. There's looks like pizza's arrived.
Is that our time's up for the show already?
Yeah.
That's a loud horn.
You know, right. That was me. It was a little note that I have here to press play because this is something that John just brought to my attention. John, what is this?
This is, so I just saw it here. It's a new Rainbow Six Siege timed event. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So this is going to start, I believe it is tomorrow, and it runs to the 28th of September. And while we're watching it here, it just says Showdown limits the number of operators available, with 5 chosen to represent the law as attackers, while 5 chosen to be the Gravel Top Gang as defenders. So soon as I saw this, I immediately thought of Aaron here with his love of Red Dead Online,
killing things.
I do like
killing
Red Dead,
things. Yeah. So it says not only are there fewer operators to choose from, but players are only able to use, and they've got these 2 weapons with limited throwables and gadgets too. So the operators don't have their primary gadgets or abilities, so they've got these special weapons and whatnot.
Wow.
Attackers will need to locate a room and hold its position for 10 seconds, while defenders will need to keep them out. It's got so the operators are on the law. It's Ash, Twitch, Glaz, Capato, Maverick,
Nice.
and as far as the gang, it's Rokk, Caviera, Albi, Maestro, and Cade. It looks like here.
Wow, those are some pretty cool operators.
This looks great, particularly for you.
We're going
you
to
guys,
the Old West now.
You Red Dead
God.
boys.
You just merged
exactly.
2 of my favorite games on Stadia: Red Dead Online and Siege. Oh my God!
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And this will be available for Stadia as well.
Yeah, it's an in-game limited event here.
Wow.
I expect it should be outstanding because Ubisoft does a great job with anything that they do.
So
Whether it's the actual game, it's in-game, it's an in-game event. They always do a phenomenal job. So I think this is all. I can guarantee you, everybody's going to be streaming this for that whole week. That's all you're going to see on YouTube.
It does look great. It does, and I've still yet to play one single game of Rainbow Six. I've renewed my Ubisoft Plus now, though. So
I've been telling people it's the Ubisoft Plus is worth it, and it's going to be going up in price in 8 days.
It is if you're playing it on Stadia and
if you're going
Luna.
cloud. But why would you not just link your make sure it's linked and keep it?
But if you don't have Stadia and you don't have Luna, it ain't going up in price for you because it's only literally for those 2 platforms that it's going up.
Yeah, but, I mean, unless you don't want to.
But you're right though.
If
you've got any aspiration to subscribe for a Ubisoft Plus account, do it before the end of the month, and then it will be fixed at today's price.
We'll give you a shiny badge that says you're
John. You just made my day. You just made my day.
Right? I love these in-game events that Ubisoft does with Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, it's even though they're just a timed limited one, it just sucks you back in to bring you more.
I think that's the good thing about having it a short, even if it's just a week. I think that's the benefit for timed events, is because maybe you've stopped playing. They do a 7-day timed event. Guess what? They pull you right back into the game.
Yep.
And then you keep playing it. Do you think we could see this with other games down the road that they do?
That would be great.
Because I did read yesterday. I mean, and this article came out over a week ago, but with Far Cry 6, they are going to have some DLC in-game events that will have crossover events with Rambo, and I can't remember the other one. Mm-hmm. But all I heard was Rambo, so that was a done deal because I was sold with that in itself.
Let's face it,
do Rambo justice and not screw it up. But because it's Ubisoft, I expect it to be spot on.
Yeah, it's their thing, isn't it? And we've talked about this before with the Ubisoft Plus. They have to keep you playing ad infinitum. Otherwise, they don't get their money back, and they need you to play each game for at least 6 months. that's the equivalent of you paying for the full game.
Yeah.
So yeah, they keep bringing this stuff in because they have to show value, and so far I have to say they've killed it as far as value goes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
So this is John. This is the blog post that
Yep.
you just gave me a little link to.
Yep.
Have you had a chance to read through this, or is this just?
No, I didn't. I just saw it on the Ubisoft site there and thought, well, that'll be something we can take a look at here. And
I will read it if you'd like.
there
me
you
to.
go.
Yeah,
sure. Can you put your glasses on first?
I could do it. I
We
could
just
do
have a
it in an
monocle.
need to hear that
in an
voice.
old Texan accent. But
There you go. Yeah.
yeah, long ago, a team of ragtag.
No.
All right,
No.
settle down.
No.
Bloody cheap seats.
We like
Long
the English
ago, a
accent.
team of ragtag criminals set out on a quest to reach their own gold rush, ready to gain and spend a fortune from other people's stash. I love these backstories. The Gravel Top gang are fresh from a prison break and ready to make their next one a big one. Thankfully, members of the law are always here to ensure no one loses their precious gold. Gunpowder's about to fly high again, and deserts will be turned into boneyards. Ray got excited. He thought that said desserts, didn't you, mate? Sorry about that. No puddings today. A tale repeated. The Wild West has been quiet for way too long, and the Gravel Top gang has taken it upon themselves to spice things up. Their energy is always, as they say, dynamite. When they get together, it's moida. Remember that show, John? Heart to Heart.
Yeah.
I love.
When they get together, it's
yeah.
moida.
Stephanie. What was it? Stephanie Powers. the
Stephanie
lady?
Powers.
Love them.
and
I
the
had
other
a
fella.
huge crush, and I
Weren't
was
they actually
very
married
young
in
on
real
Stephanie
life?
Powers.
Yeah,
No, they were married on the show.
Well, I know, but weren't they actually married in real life? No? All right
no,
then. Well,
no.
that ruined it for me. I
love-
thought it was chemistry.
I hated the guy because he was with Stephanie Powers. And I was,
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but wasn't he accused of doing his wife in on the side of a boat or something? Or have I taken that to a whole other world? He's dead, mate. Nobody cares. Get reacquainted with the infamous team of sleazy
she
criminals.
slipped off the side.
Well, yeah, that's what she says. The Gravel Top gang, the baddest of the bad, the ugliest of the ugly. Their guns answer to only them. And here we have Aria Alibi DeLuca. Is that how you pronounce that? Aria? Jalal Qaid El Fassi. Tana Cavera Pereira. Oh, come on. Adriano Maestro Martello. All he had to do was say their nicknames. Julian Rokk Nizan. But a team of vigilante sheriffs have been protecting Fort Truth for more than a fortnight, and they're not ready to hang up their stars just yet. The law never rests. Eric Maverick Thorne. Oh, here comes the wasps. So the baddies have all got Mexican kind of Hispanic names, look, and the good guys, they're right. It's Eric and Bill. Eliza Ash Cohen. Emmanuel Twitch Peacon. I'm going with that as a pronunciation.
Sure.
Vicente Capeteo Sudza. Timur Glazgov. He's a Russian. These two factions have been at war since the beginning of time, and the following events are nothing new to them. However, they are highly entertaining, and that's all one can ask for, right? Immerse yourself and fight in 3v3 mode. 3v3 mode, John. Get ready to smell the gunpowder. Because if you go around to Aaron's house, that's all you will smell. Under the scorching hot sun, re-experience the ruins of Fort Truth in the event's exclusive secure area map. And relive its tactical realism again with its infamous limited HUD. That's heads-up display, Ray. That's what that stands for. No health, ammo, or crosshair. It's time to show what you're truly made of. Oh, hello. That's gonna be hard. As you head back to the dessert for your legendary pudding, remember to follow the same rules as last time, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Ray. Fight each against each other in teams of 3 using only the BOSG, big old something gun, 1.2.2, or the LFP 586. Don't know. Make sure every bullet counts. And then finally, the Showdown Collection is back. For your own personal gold rush, dig the items of the Showdown Collection right back up. Log into the game during the event and you'll earn yourself a free Showdown pack.
Ooh,
the
like
collection includes, look at this, Ray, 31 items.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
You're in, mate.
I'm sold. I'm in.
Now, the thing is, Ray, you don't need mountains of gold to receive the personalized uniforms, headgears, and weapon skins of the collection. Obtain any of its 10 operator bundles for 1680 R6 credits, or grab an alpha pack for a quick fix with 300 R6 credits or 12,500 renown. I've just twisted my tongue. Something's always a smoking in Rainbow Six Siege.
I got some renown money, so I'm gonna get that.
Do you know what? I was only thinking this morning, wouldn't it be amazing if Ubisoft came out with a kind of a Red Dead-like game, set in that period? Maybe this is a foretaste of them doing something down that road. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think that would be that. You bring up a good point. This is a great way to test ideas to see how they might float.
Yep.
In the future. So this is perfect.
It
doesn't cost you a single penny, right?
Exactly.
It's in-game content, so it's free. You don't have to buy it. So.
Yeah.
Well, they do have a game called Showdown, which takes back in the 19th century, and you're bounty hunters hunting monsters and shooting zombies in a weird area. That's an awesome game.
See,
it's on PC and console.
Elemental Leech makes an interesting point, Ray. Only 1 week to unlock all of that, but then I suppose that's the concept, isn't it?
That's the grind. You gotta grind.
Yeah.
Get you back playing and playing. Once you start playing, then you're hooked.
Yeah.
Right? The event's over, then you're still playing, so...
Yeah, no, fair point. Ewan says Assassin's Creed Cold Hand. Yeah, that would be something else, wouldn't it? But that's not Ubisoft, Ray says.
Yes, I know that, Anthony. I know that's not Ubisoft.
Yeah, you tell him, mate. Always coming on here trolling you. So there you go. So that looks really good. I would play Rainbow Six because you know me. I love my history. I'd play it just for this. I'm not so sure about the modern stuff and everything. And
that's live. Is it live now?
Yep.
No,
September.
No, it says
today is the 21st.
That's the 21st.
Yeah.
So can we speed the show so I can get my grinding on?
Well, I'm going to be leaving in 20 minutes anyway. So
I was going to say, in honor of Cloud Gaming Dad's 24-hour marathon at the weekend, we should probably do one ourselves. So starting today, we're going to have the first ever 24-hour Rokk reveal.
Forget 24. Let's do 48-hour, right?
No, let's do it from now till next Tuesday, John. let's take that. No one's going to match us on that.
You're going to have some dead corpse sitting in a chair.
It's just going to be this skull with a grey beard.
I can't do that. Can't do it.
Oh, don't you worry, my friend. I wouldn't put you through that. I genuinely couldn't do more than a couple of hours. It would just destroy me, I think. But we're all men of a slightly older age, aren't we? Apart from Aaron, who's just a very old-looking teenager.
So long.
No, that was great. Well, yeah. So there you go, Ray. That gives you a whole, as you said, it's the two of your favorite games merged into one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great shout, John. Thanks for that, my friend.
Yeah.
What else have you got to share then, fellas? Because we did, look, they delivered one. We can't knock them for it.
John, did you play the Black Flag on Stadia, John?
I started to dabble into it this morning.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's great 60 frames a second. It runs fantastic.
Beautiful.
So that's good. And also something else that we can talk about is there's a new update out for Ark that now allows options to be modified in game on Stadia. Yep, they put a tweet out there. I think it was who did I see retweeted it?
Gem.
I'm going to assume Gem.
Yeah, Gem. Yeah, Gem.
You got to
So
remember, Jim is Stadia, so
yeah,
Yeah, one and the same. You never see them in the same place, do you?
No, I'm telling you that either he is Stadia and he is also the mole. So he's the community mole.
So, it
Handsome
looks
fellow.
like obviously, a lot of people say, oh, well, the developers aren't watching, so and so's not listening. Well, you know what? They are. And this is proof because, once it was discovered that we could unlock and that there was so much more potential for the game, and everyone was talking
hell
about
is
it. Well, look
that?
at this. A couple
It's
weeks
you,
later.
it's you playing Black Flag, mate. What do you mean?
What the hell? Oh my god!
Who do you think that guy is over there?
Did you not notice who the hell?
I'm like,
Who's that guy on the screen?
I'm sitting here like, how did he get my picture over
Is that
here?
you, cousin Ute? Is that you?
Ray, look, they done cloned you. They took it a whole step, another level up.
Yeah, it's one of them
the
trolls.
Logo, now they've done cloned you.
It's one of them trolls. It's one of Ray's trolls popped in. No, he popped off again there. Look at that. It's truth. So Ark is. You're right. So they've boosted it, so it's got higher quality textures. What were the features again, John?
I have to go and see. Let's see here. I skimmed over it and I just saw Jem was excited and happy about it.
Yeah. No, so he said it's kind of community coming together.
Yeah.
Why would Destiny be
definitely.
Why have we been playing Destiny?
And also we got if we haven't already mentioned earlier before I came on, Falconeer. We got a blog post about that coming October 5th.
Yes, that's true. That is October 5th. So.
Yeah.
That's a couple of weeks' time. Do we know the price of it yet? Or have they kept that one?
I don't know. But if someone's looking it up there, what's interesting about that game's developed just by one person.
What?
So it's,
Is it?
Yep. It's a one-man studio.
Truth. And we're getting the Warrior Edition, I believe.
We're getting the Warrior Edition, which includes all the goodies.
Wow.
And all the extra content on it. Okay, so basically it's in the patch notes from the Ark website saying adjusted default Stadia video settings to support increased view distance and better texture quality. The following settings can also be adjusted in the options: post-processing and view distance. So it looks like we've got I haven't tried it since the new updates out on it, so I don't know whether it gives us all those full functionalities that that console did, and it'd be interesting to see if that console now, where you can put those commands in and type, has been locked or not. I don't know.
Let me just put some mute on this. There we go.
I thought you said you were going to put your glasses on.
Where's your dinosaurs too? So if we go into options, it instantly looks a lot clearer to me anyway from when I last played it, and maybe that's just wishful thinking. So what they've said is that we've now got a resolution scaler thing apparently, although this is kind of grayed out for me. Let me go with
it says view distance and post processing.
Yeah.
So they haven't enabled everything, but it's a start that they're at least they're turning the switch on to enable certain features.
Yes.
So to me, that gives hope that maybe eventually they'll roll more as they roll more updates. They'll start unlocking more of these options for everyone to utilize.
Yeah.
Have you played it much since launch, guys, or was it?
I played it once. I got attacked by a dinosaur. I may have or may not have punched it at least twice, but then it hit me. It knocked me into the water, then chased me into the water, and then gouged me with its horn. So then I quit. Apparently, you're not supposed to punch dinosaurs in that game when you have no weapons.
Walking, minding my business, and I got bit by a very highly venomous snake.
How do I play this without it telling me I need new cards?
So you can go back and just do your own. You don't have to do the multiplayer if you want. If you just cancel out of that.
Yeah.
And
local?
Yeah, I believe that's it. Yep.
Okay.
So I played a little bit of this, maybe a couple of hours, and as I went on, at first I was like, you really don't know what to do or how to do things, and you just slowly start to learn, and it starts to become, more and more enjoyable. But like at first I was like, well, what am I doing? Just like Aaron said, it's just like you die, but these dinosaurs are there, you try to run away, you smack them, and you're so like you're just like archaic, you don't have any weapons, you're just using your hands and things like that. So
that was really my issue as well, John, when I tried to play. I just had to move the mic over here so that I can cover my face up. There it is. That's better. I thought I'd set a character up. Do you have to do this every time that you play? Load a preset. I thought I had a fella.
Well, thank God it's not like Cyberpunk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough as it is.
Our stream would be getting flagged in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Let me just go in, create new survivor. I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, just randomly. Yeah.
There we go.
I like your survivor name, Human.
Human. I'd love to have a dog called Human. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I can say categorically this does look better than the last time I played.
There's so many games. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to jump into this today.
Clearly, it's a wider view.
Right, we know what game you'll be jumping into. You'll be teaming up with your buddy Unitrix, who's in the chat.
Yeah, that's Unitroll.
Unitroll.
Let's see, and he shows up. Of course, Unitrix shows up late after we show off the big announcement for Rainbow Six.
Yes. Don't tell
So
him.
I mean, with Ark, there's still performance issues, and there is across all platforms. But this just makes it run a little bit better.
There's a little bit of stuttering. Just a small amount, I noticed. But it does look closer to the PC version now than the previous version, which looked like one of the dodgy console ports.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see.
Yeah, you can already see like the draw distance has been increased, whereas before you wouldn't be able to see those trees across the water or further back. So,
yeah. And there's little Pterodactyl. How's it going, boy?
How's it going,
it's actually a wild male pteranodon. No, it's not a pteranodon. It's too small. Sorry, I know my dinosaurs.
Don't get too close.
Would he poke my eyes out?
or didn't I see? I think I saw Ray tweet at one time a picture when his character pooped his pants.
He did. I think it was worse than that.
You get to see the poop in high def too. So
that sold it. That sells it for everybody right there. Yeah. That's what they want to see.
He didn't you do it in Meg's tent or something, Ray?
Yes, I did. I had.
Did
some
you
berries.
really?
Yeah. I had some berries. I went in the hut and I went.
Level up is available. I'm done with it.
Oh gosh.
Wow. So there you go. There's a little run round. You don't get that often, do you, folks? A little bit of game streaming with Rokk.
Can you show the game that John was just talking about, the Falconeer? Because it looks like we have a special edition.
We do. We have the Warrior edition, but it's not available yet. So we'll have to go to the YouTube.
The blog.
What? Which blog? Oh,
it's on the blog.
We'll go to the last week's blog. Yeah, there we are. The Warrior edition. Would you like me to read it, Ray, in my special narrator's voice?
I love your voice. Yes, please.
Great.
I know the chat loves your voice too.
The cat loves my voice. You got a cat?
Chat.
Oh, the chat. I thought I had an affinity with your pet then. So, soar like an eagle on giant warbirds in The Falconeer Warrior Edition, an open-world air combat game that's arriving October 5th for purchase in the Stadia store. Dive into a spiraling saga of warring factions, unique side quests and narratives, and adrenaline-fueled mounts and powerful weapons as you take to the skies. Mounting giant birds for war, yep, been there, isn't our strong suit. It was a particularly feisty evening, so we brought Thomas Sala, solo developer of the Falconeer. This is what you were saying, John. This is just this one guy, Tomasz, I would believe. It's probably is he Polish? That's very much an Eastern European name.
I think so, yeah.
To share more about the game and what players can expect. Hi there. Tomasz, can you introduce yourself and the Falconeer? Over the last few years, I've worked to create the Falconeer. Now maybe I'll drop that. My voice is just gone. To create the Falconeer, which is launching on Stadia on October the 5th. I don't think he really said that to you. This is a BAFTA-nominated open-world air combat game. Yeah, our show's BAFTA-nominated, folks. Set in a fantasy steampunk-esque universe where people get to ride giant warbirds. Nominated I've read that. The titular Falconeers and other fantasy creatures. The game features a vast world, open for calm and atmospheric exploration, but it can quickly be interrupted by high-intensity air combat against a multitude of enemies and vehicles. Pay attention, Ray. Sit up straight. What are we going to discover while playing the Falconeer? Well, it makes me chuckle every time I say that. The Earthsea is a giant, endless ocean that defines the world of the Falconeer, dominating the lives of the people that live upon its sparse, rocky outcrops. But this isn't just an ocean. Oh, no. It also contains a history of countless generations from the various factions of the world. In the Falconeer, players can experience 4 major campaigns from a different faction, all advancing the same story and major conflict to a dramatic conclusion. Can you see that, Ray? That's me Falconeer. Explore the open. No. Shush.
I knew he was going to do it.
Explore the open world to discover its ancient history. Partake in the sins of piracy under the freebooters and dive for wrecks or escort traders. I'd afford escort once, but you'll always return to your faction home to continue and take part in their epic struggle. John, this goes on forever, mate.
I know you could just do a brief summary there.
Okay,
right?
So anyway, it's a bit like World War One, Vajran. Little side story there that Ray and I know all about.
Yeah, very funny.
And then he says, look, you've released multiple expansions for the game, and they're all included in Warrior Edition. He said, yes, well, the biggest addition is the variety of new side content to discover and explore in the open world, like supporting wreck dives. That's good. Actually, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Diving for wrecks. I actually played this a little bit on another platform, and it's actually really good. I don't struggle like some people. Yeah, I don't get that.
See, flight games and spinning around, and I don't know. I get sick. I mean,
so you would never play Ace Combat 7 or any of those games?
Hell no, I got sick playing that. I got sick.
That's one I would love to see. I wish was on Stadia. Ace Combat 7.
Ace Combat's good, isn't it? Yeah,
oh my gosh, I love that game, and I don't normally play those. But that is on a whole nother level with that one.
Yeah. Do you get to choose your character, the bird, as it were, or is that sort of progression stuff?
I'm trying to think if you do. I know I was pretty sure because I too played Falconeer on when it first came out for Series X around launch there. I don't remember. I think. Well, we already mentioned GeForce Now, right?
Yeah, I know.
Back, right?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. No, I'm not sure if initially that you can. You might have like a few birds to choose from.
Okay.
But I don't recall.
I want to customize my own.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what you want, really, isn't it? This thing looks like Donald Duck flying backwards. What's that all about?
That's a DLC that you get. That's the DLC.
You got to control the flight, the shooting.
So do I need a joystick for this instead of a controller?
I've got one of the original Microsoft Flight Sim joystick things. Costs a fortune. It still costs a lot of money if you want to buy one second hand.
Well, yeah,
I got mine's in my. I think it was called the Sidewinder. Microsoft.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
That's exactly
I have my Sidewinder in the box.
Yeah, that's
not to change the subject, but briefly, I did come across a tweet that I didn't realize the original Xbox is now officially 20 years old. which is
Wow.
disgusting because I remember buying it the day it released.
Wow. You could only have been about 3, Aaron. How did that work out?
Well, I just robbing banks and buying video games. Starting young.
Stealing other baby's lunch monies, right?
Yeah.
I was on the playground.
Kudos to the guy. If this is one guy that created that,
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's
Genuinely.
Good job. Good
Genuinely. Do you have any tips or advice for players playing the Falconeer for the first time? First, I'd say that the Falconeer is a game that encompasses an open and complex world of factions and technology. I mean, like you say, Ray, it's hard enough that it's just all the graphics and everything, but then to have an open world with different factions and different kinds of stuff that you can pick up and what have you, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So figuring out everything in the world and our story will take time. Get ready for quite a few reveals and twists in the later chapters. Second piece of advice I'd offer would be to know that the Falconeer harkens back to arcade air combat games of the past with a proper inverted stick style dogfighting experience. To get behind your enemies, you'll need to roll, dive, and prepare to unleash your weapons to hit them from behind. Luckily, there is aim assist, but the core tenets of air combat are there to learn and enjoy. Yeah, I think this is going to be a little firm favourite on Stadia. I could see people like Original Penguin. He loves the flight sim. I could see him getting into this because you've got that whole flight aspect, but equally you've got the combat and the stuff to explore and find out. Absolutely amazing. 5th of October. We don't know. Do we know how much it is elsewhere, John? That's probably going to be the tell, isn't it?
I haven't looked, honestly, to be.
No.
Yeah.
At a guess, I would put it around $25. That would be my guess. I think that would be fair price.
30.
Seems about right.
30, says Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, why you questioning me?
Because it's the Warrior Edition. You gotta throw that Warrior Edition.
No, that's because it's on Stadia. You need
stuff.
something special if it's coming to Stadia.
Warriors come out.
You need it. You need special stuff. Don't you be worrying about your warrior, mate. It'll be all right.
Hey, sometimes I gotta worry about it.
It's all going to be good in the end. Oh, I accidentally loaded that massive graphic. So there you go, folks. It's all good. We've got the Warrior edition of Falconeer coming up on the 5th of October. Price yet to be disclosed, roughly somewhere between $25 and $30. We've got the other stuff that we talked about earlier, which I've already forgotten about. Streets of Rage 4.
It's been that long?
It's been that long. Good. When you get to my age, mate, you forget stuff easily.
I know. Yeah.
And I've not been Sonatogen yet either. So until remember we did a blog post earlier. Yes. So anyway, all that stuff, and of course the big news of the day, which had nothing whatsoever. Oddly, I would say, why it wasn't mentioned is that amazing Rainbow Six crossover into the Wild West. I would have thought they would have wanted to push that today on the blog.
Well, they knew we were going to announce it, so that's why they didn't.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I saw it's supposed to go live in the UK at 9 p.m. Is that what I saw? I saw that in the chat.
I saw that and I thought he was telling me that I shouldn't be rude before 9 o'clock in the UK. I thought he was talking about the watershed. Sorry. Yes. So 9 o'clock tonight till 9 o'clock on the 28th. That's what's that, about 3 in the afternoon Eastern, and about earlier 11 is it in the morning where you are, Ray, something like that. All good. Gates of Oblivion. That was it. That was the final, the ending of the year-long Gates of Oblivion. And there's a video to watch where I'm sure there'll be some amazing news. And we look forward to a long future on Stadia. And Mr. X Nightmare Streets of Rage 4 DLC, which is out there right now for a very reasonable $6.99. Look at that. Cheap at twice the price. People say cheap at half the price, and I always think to myself, well, hang on a minute. Don't you mean it's cheap at twice the price? If it was, of course it's cheap at half the price. That's a ridiculous comment to make. So I've decided it's cheap at twice the price, and that's what we will use from now on. The end. QED. So there you go, Mr. X Nightmare. Gentlemen, I think it's time to bring the show to its ultimate conclusion. What say
It
you?
is, because I'm actually going to have to leave
You've
here.
got to go anyway.
I got to go anyways, yeah.
Yeah, John's getting itchy feet. I can see it.
He wants to dive into Rainbow Six.
Yeah, he does. Ray's chairs shrunk again for some reason.
Yep.
You know what? You know what else shrunk again?
Was it your mini cute Black Panther?
Oh, Lord.
He's got a cute Black Panther. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, look, come on. You watch this show for this stuff, don't you? It's free. What do you want? In fact, while we're on the subject of free, I never do this, and I don't know why. Please drop us a like. Please subscribe, because YouTube is sending the bailiffs around. I've not been paying the bills. So, you know, if you don't, they're going to kick me out, and that's it. And there'll be no more of this stuff.
Come on now, it's just a click or a tap if you're on a phone.
That's right, yeah.
A Chromebook. I mean, it doesn't.
As Clive said last night, he likes it. YouTube likes it. What's not to like? So just do that stuff. You know,
a thumb up, guys.
Yeah.
Leave a comment after the stream too.
You won't get this quality anywhere else. I mean, never mind the width, feel the quality. That's what they used to say, didn't they, in the tailor's store or something like that. So let's do a little run around. That was a show in the 70s that people of my age remember. It was a great little show, that was. Let's start with you, John. What have you got planned for this coming week?
Well, we'll be having Rainbow Six Siege stream for sure now. I'll probably take this afternoon to at least get familiar with it. So probably be tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We'll also take a look for the new DLC for Streets of Rage 4. I love the Streets of Rage, those beat 'em up games, so we'll be looking at that as well. And I don't know, who knows what else? What else comes our way this week?
If you don't, we definitely don't, mate. Let's be frank.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why subscribe, hit that bell, and you'll always know when content's live. Yeah. And like I was saying here for you for your show, after the stream's over. Leave a comment, right? That helps out too. With See who's your favorite on the show here, and
Aaron was pointing at Ray. I think that's favoritism.
Yeah. I don't know what's
But in addition to hitting the like button, and if you already subscribed, comments help out as well to get awareness of out there and in that YouTube algorithm. And the more views, the better for everybody.
You've got a new, very popular members section, John, I believe.
Oh, I do.
You do the Scarmy.
Yes, the Scarmy. That's right.
I'm watching, mate. I know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've had that, for a while now since it got monetized. I had that option for the membership. I just haven't, and a bunch of people have been asking me about it. I just never got around to it. So I said, you know what? This last weekend, I was like, well, let's just go enable it and see what's what. So again, I've said from day one, the Stadia community, everybody in this community has been so fantastic and amazing. Everyone has something to contribute, and it's great. Everyone, it's just so welcoming, and met so many nice people from around the world. And you would think, outside of this community, you think if you listen to everybody else, nobody plays Stadia and, nobody likes it. But there's definitely...
Shut up, John, enough, mate. We've got to get rid of Aaron. He's whinging at me.
Okay.
Right, enough of your nice... Yeah, lovely. We love him.
Love you.
Aaron, what are you up to?
Promoting the community here. This isn't a community stream.
Aaron's got to go. I'm sorry, he's desperate for a wee.
No, I gotta go pick up my Xbox original. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No,
Struth.
No, I forgot to go. I gotta drop my mini bed off at school. So
bless him. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday when they announce the.
Well, or just stop by my channel. I've got games scheduled every day this week, all the way through the end of the week through Friday, and then I don't have anything for the weekend because I don't stream on the weekends. And I'm sure you'll see me in your chats, and I'm sure I'll get invited into somebody's stupid Rainbow Six Siege because
you hate it.
I cannot. Yeah, we all know I hate that game.
Yeah,
I show it so well. All right,
thank you so much, my friend. Take care.
Yep.
Speak to you soon. All right, John, we can carry on again, mate. So you were telling how lovely everybody was, and No,
Yeah.
puppy
No,
dogs.
everybody is.
Kittens
Yeah.
and-
That's right. Gumdrops and candy canes and all that good stuff.
But the thing is, they are lovely to you and I, but not to Ray. They hate Ray. I don't know why. I don't know.
Well,
Everybody hates
you know what though? But sometimes I like to give him praise. I like to give Ray praise.
Do you? What's funny you should say that, John. I think it's important that he gets praised.
It does. It's
And
very
not
important
trolled.
for Ray. Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
because,
you have to appreciate him, and he has to understand how much that we love him and appreciate everything that he does.
Yeah, and he has a little glint on his teeth. How can you not love him? Bless his little face.
Oh my gosh!
Well done, John.
Oh, that's so
that
awesome.
was very good. I enjoyed that. Raymondo. I know it's good. No, it's your wife likes it as well. So, Ray, I'm not going there. What have you got planned for the coming week, my friend? Trolls
probably
permitting.
You know what? I'm probably gonna stream some Siege tonight. I'll post it on my Twitter page if I do. Tomorrow I have Cloud Nation with Dr. Spaceman, Vet, and JD. And then just gonna relax through the week, and then probably I'm playing some games behind the scenes.
Awesome. And next Tuesday, of course, we'll all gather again to talk about that'll be the final TWAS before October. So we'll definitely find out next week what the
Royal Animals
are. You reckon?
Yeah.
Both of you guys up for the Royals?
I think so, yeah.
You got any other thoughts, John? Any predictions?
Well, I was like you said, the blog. It seemed like there was something missing from it. I thought that they would have mentioned about the Rainbow Six Siege as well. That would be, especially with the free weekends that we've gotten.
Yeah.
And when I was with my friends at Outright in their digital event, the developers told me that Adam's Family, September 24th on Stadia, but no mention of it there. Maybe we'll get a blog on Thursday as well. I don't know.
We normally do.
So,
So that would be interesting. Yeah, I remember you mentioning this before.
Yeah.
And they were on Twitter today. They sort of thanking the Stadia community and they felt welcomed and stuff, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah.
So,
and we got also what was it? A Peggy rating for Ben 10 on Stadia from Outright Games as well. So that was another thought that maybe it might have been a stealth drop today, but nothing. So I think there's stuff in the works that we haven't heard about yet. So hopefully we'll get an update on Thursday and see what's going on.
No, that's brilliant. I just want a big thank you to Dismal Gaming for putting the Ray praise out there on Twitter. Because you know how much Ray loves it.
Did he do that?
I'm not saying. I wouldn't dib in on him. Not at all. I wouldn't do that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So Ray, just bring it back to the bigger screen. So you got any? I mean, I thought there were great suggestions there from John. You got any thoughts, any predictions for next week's pro games?
I think they're really gonna pump out FIFA. I know we're talking pro games, but FIFA is coming up, and I know you're gonna be seeing a lot of promotion on FIFA because that's one of our biggest games on the platform coming up. So I see a lot of promotions on that. But once again, I see Royal and that's about. I can't think of any. I can't think of any other game.
Do you think they're likely to do a FIFA free weekend?
That would be amazing. If they did a FIFA free weekend, October 1st, that would be awesome. I know for FIFA 21, we got some type of a free. Didn't we have like a free weekend or whatever? But that was because it was it wasn't at launch. We got it several months later.
Yeah.
But if they did a FIFA free weekend, that amazing, because we all know how big the FIFA franchise is.
Yeah.
So that's
I agree.
Fantastic. If they did that,
would be amazing.
Yeah.
Krampus says Ray deserves all the praise.
Well, thank you, Krampus. Thank you.
Every time Ray goes to talk, just
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm sorry, Ray, but it is you are a cutie. You are. I mean, I'm just going to lay it out there. You are a cutie. And I think people like it. People love the old Ray's praise, don't they? Thank you, chaps. I will be here again next Tuesday. I've got nothing else planned except maybe towards the back end of next week. I might announce something on Tuesday. Maybe a new little showette or something that which would be fun. We shall see. Because I'm thinking it's time for some more content, Rokk.
Rokk, we got to see a little bit more, man.
People, there are people posted outside my house with placards. Right?
They're beeping horns too.
They
right?
are. There are literally people sticking their faces to tarmac on the M25 outside London, demanding more Rokk content. Insulate your content, Rokk. Yeah, it's all a fact, or maybe not. But anyway, you will definitely find us all again next Tuesday. And please do leave a like if you enjoyed the show. If you didn't, don't leave a not dislike thing either. Just go somewhere else and watch something else. I don't mind. And subscribe if you haven't already, just to get them numbers up, because it's a nice thing to do, and it's a nice day. It's a nice day in Rockland, gentlemen. Thank you so much, as always.
Thank you, chat.
Great show.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm just trying to find the outro. There it is. I haven't updated it for a while. Must work on this. Thank you, chat. You are awesome folk. And, as everybody says, you give us your time. You don't need to come here and listen to us warbling on, particularly me. So we do appreciate your comments and your input. Thank you so much. Time to say goodbye, gentlemen. And I'll say goodbye.
Bye, gentlemen.
Bye, gentlemen.
Take care, guys. Cheers. Yep.